Say Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Shai. First and foremost, this and honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakodash, double honors to the apostles and elders who rule well at great millstone, and a blessed sanitation to the Achiums in the four corners of the earth, pushing the gospel in sincerity and truth. Shalom. This evening I want to do a little commentary on this video, right, to the Bolivian the Bolivian ambassador, right? Bolivian envoy to the UN, right? He's saying US believe and act as if it is above any law. And we saying is that US take unilateral stance against the chemical attack in Syria. They're taking matter into their own hands. So they don't care, they don't business about what the UN Council say. So basically we saying is that, you know, America not only send threat against Syria, but also to the UN, right? So this is how these devil rule. Isaiah 14, right? Most I say the rule a nation in anger, right? He that rule a nation in anger, and that's how America rule in anger, right? But they have their own agenda into Syria, right? You know, this I think Germany, Italy, France, Germany, Italy, some of the heads in France say they want to see more evidence. I think the UK, they're saying they want to see evidence before they jump into the water with the US. So they want to see evidence. So you see, these Edomites they're not seeing eye to eye. You know, Esau not seeing eye to eye, right? So the Most High put in the same course that he had on us, on these Edomites, right? They're not seeing eye to eye, right? And I'm gonna read some comments below, but first let me just run this video.
Bolivian ambassador to the United Nations, indeed the man who called today's Security Council meeting. Let's talk to him. He's made the time to be with us. Hi, thank you for your time. Tell us more about your concerns, which led you to call that meeting.
Well, thank you very much. Our main concern is that due to the threats that the United States is imposing on this situation and the threat to use force, a unilateral action, that goes against the United Nations Charter. And also we are concerned about the possibility of escalation, and that's that this could go out of control, and we might end up with a wider conflict than the one that's already been suffered in Syria.
And that's a serious concern. You think it is possible, yeah?
Well, I mean, we believe that the United Nations Charter and its principles, resolution of any the problem that we are that the United States is willing to go against the Charter, and we believe the UN, not just the Security Council, but the UN system should do its best in upholding the principles of the UN Charter. That's why we convened the meeting that we had today, and we just been informed that tomorrow we will have another open meeting regarding the threats that the United States has sent against not just Syria in this case, but against the whole UN system.
Your colleague, the US envoy to the UN, Nikki Haley, just a few days ago said that the, quote, Security Council has proved itself to be useless. What's your assessment of her comments on it?
Well, I think that the Security Council has a lot of problems. I think it has a lot of also challenges. We can talk about the need of reform of the Security Council. We can talk about the privilege that the permanent members of the Security Council have, that we think that we believe that should be changed. But at this particular moment, I think the main challenge that the Security Council has is to unite and to create an independent mechanism in order to investigate the alleged chemical attacks. But even if that doesn't work, that doesn't allow the United States to take actions by its own. So whatever happens, if the United States takes a unilateral action, it will be a violation of international law, and the UN system should not, of course, accept that. And as I said, it will not be an attack against Syria, but also an attack against the whole United Nations system.
And as it stands tonight, your thoughts about...
Yes, he say that, the unilateral stance that America taking is not only against Syria but against the whole UN system, right? And this devil is who set up the UN system, right? He break all the laws of the Heavenly Father. Think he not gonna break all the laws, his own laws too? This devil. This how you rule, right? So basically, with the Bolivia envoy saying to the UN, right, is that this devil not only make a threat to Syria, but he also make a threat to the UN, right? And this scriptural, right? He said on the 10 horn. Hey boy, the devil busy today, boy. Yeah, so talk about that. This is Revelation chapter 17 verse 16. He say, and the 10 horn which thou sawest upon the beast, right? The 10 horn is go back to the allies, the EU and the NATO, right? They're gonna hate the beast. The beast is America, right? And the unilateral stance where America gonna take is a violation to the UN Council, and what the UN stand for. The UN is who's make the last decision by vote. They make decision by vote, right? And they couldn't even see eye to eye in the recent UN meeting pertaining to Syria and the alleged chemical attack, right? So they're taking this unilateral stand is a violation not only to Syria, not only a threat to Syria, but also to the UN, right? And it's the scripture, right? It's which thou sawest upon the beast, thee shall hate the whore, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire. How are they going to do that? With those ICBM missile. With ICBM missile, right? Unilateral, right? Let's get the meaning for it quick there. Right? Unilateral, let's say, of an action or decision, right? It's performed by or acting only one person, and there's America, right? That's how these devilish role. It's a group or a country involved in a situation without the agreement, right, of others, right, of another or of others, right? And there's unilateral, and that's how these devil roll, right? But the nation seeing the hypocrisy in them, they're seeing it, because their agenda is to go and kill the Syrian government, take his land, take his resources, to stop the trade between Iran, Russia, Syria, Turkey. These devil have more than the heart could wish. They have everything, but yet still they want yours, right? But the nation, the Most High raised up the security Esau, so the nation seen as wickedness, right? Just let me run through some of these comments, right? This is Valtola, right? Vasola, right? He said, when is American government going to stop wasting our tax money overseas and start rebuilding America? Right? America not gonna rebuild. Right? This is news to that. This is the answer there. America not gonna rebuild. America gonna be a desolation. America gonna be a wilderness. Right? He said, this is it is me. So many countries born in US flag and protesting against them. People should take a hint. Right? Yeah, people should take a hint. Right? This is LVPN. It said Bolivia is Bolivia is a nation that is respected and admired worldwide for its tough stance against US and its cohort that are trying to dismantle Syria simply because Syria refused to relinquish its sovereignty to the US, right? To the US interest, right? This is joyful. The US is unpredictable. One can expect the worst case scenario when it is concerned. It's where it is concerned, but a serious threat to the global world. This is Union Road. It's a Bolivian ambassador got some balls. They keep supporting the truth against US. This is Titus Tiger, right? He said, "My deepest respect to this ambassador from a small country who has a heart to stand against evil." Right? I'm predicting Sadak is gel. Right? He said, I am predicting we are going to see a Bolivia spring in the near future." All right, you lost. God, this whole system gonna be destroyed. This whole system, most are gonna destroy this whole wicked system. Right? It said Lisa G. It said good for Bolivia. This is Christian Sinara, however. Yeah, it said United States America is a terrorism itself. United States America is terrorism itself, and that's on point. Right? It's Sue, but bravo, Bolivia ambassador, bravo. He said, may a nation like your lead the world. Oh, he said, may a nation like you lead the world. Okay. See me. I admire the man for being so. This one is Mitenda Bear. Bolivia have balls. Right. Play. This one is what PS. Right. It's a terror attack by Bolivia. Separative in Bong in 543. Okay. It's Antonio. It's a US Bolivian need of a democracy. I would not be surprised if we see some random protests against the Bolivia government by people, right? Or if some random scandal hit these politicians. Yeah, that's what America is doing, They go away and set up this puppet government. It's a proud of you, Bolivia. If only the rest of the coward Western nation would stand up and be counted time to regain in US, right? But you gotta understand, this is what Darlene, you gotta understand that all these other Western nations, there's Edomites, they are brothers, right? They are just the devil, right? They are the devil, right? But that's basically here and just touch on, Let's get another two precept and close out this video, right? This is Isaiah, right? This is Isaiah chapter 14 verse 9. It said, "Hell from beneath is moved." Salakia. This is Revelation, Isaiah 14:9. It said, "Hell from beneath is moved for thee to meet thee at thy coming. It store up the dead for thee." And the dead is these other nations, right? Dead mean the ones who are weak nation. This is what dead mean. We go into the etymology of the word is go back to what weak, right? It said, "For thee, even all the chief ones of the earth, it had rise up from their throne, all the kings of the nation. All they shall speak and say unto thee," right, unto America. This nation are speaking unto America, "Art thou also become weak as we?" So this nation was once weak. You know, 10, 15 years back, he couldn't speak about America. They done find he dead already. They done ambush his nation and destroy him. Right? He said, all they shall speak and say unto thee, art thou also become weak as we? Art thou become like unto us? America's a weak nation right now. They gotta be skeptical who the bombing and all that now. Right? But what? It gotta happen because it's prophecy. The Most High already put it in the mind to do it. So they gotta do it. Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua is a man of war. Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua want war. He want war. Because these nations gotta pay for what they do to us. This is judgment. And why you see all this confusion in the earth? Because the children of Israel crying out, the elect. They crying out through these videos when we on the highways and byways on our social media, they crying out. So when the children start crying to the Father, He gonna take action. And this is what we're seeing, right? Verse 11, he said, thy pomp is brought down to the grave. The proudness is coming down to the grave, right? And the noise of thy voil, the worm is spread under thee, and the worm overtake thee. So you devils gonna be destroyed. You know, this is the end. You have no truth. This is your end, right? This is Obadiah chapter 1 verse 1. It said, the vision of Obadiah, thus said the Lord power concerning Edom, you so-called white people, you are the Edomites. We have here a rumor from the Lord. An ambassador is sent among the heathen. Arise ye, and let us rise up against her in battle. So these are the heathen nation rising up against you. That's why you see Germany, Italy, the UK, and these are the European nations said they want to see evidence first. Before they join you, they want to see evidence. Right? Verse 2, behold, I have made thee small among the heathen, thou art greatly despised. Yeah, thou art greatly despised. These nations get into hate you now because they see you as a liar. Right? He said, thy pride, the pride of thine heart had deceived thee. Right? Speaking to you, so-called white people, right? You who dwell in the cliff of the rocks, whose inhabitant is high, and said in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? Are your space station that is setting up? Yeah, the Most High gonna bring you down. He said, though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and the eagle is your symbol, right? And he said, and though thou settest thy nest among the stars, your nest is where your space stations, right? Hence will I bring thee down, said the Lord Yahweh, right? So the Most High gonna bring you down, and this how we see you falling, because your own allies they keeping a meeting against you because of your action. You know, you taking unilateral stand, and in not only offense, in not only send threat against Syria, but you send threat against your own allies, right? So now they're going to hold a meeting against you, and this is beautiful because it was prophesied that these 10 hands will hate the whole, right? And the 10 hands go back to where your allies, and they're gonna shoot missile at you, devils, right? UK gonna shoot missile at you. Germany, Italy, France, right? Russia, right? All them gonna shoot missile at you. Israel gonna be destroyed too, right? Because them devils dwell in the land too. They are gonna be destroyed too. Then you got Iran, Syria, India, Pakistan, Ethiopia, Libya. All these nations gonna shoot missile at you, right? And this prophecy, right? And with that, hope this lesson is edifying. I want to give our praises and honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'Shem Yahushai, Ba'Shem Rakakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders who rule well our great millstone, and a blessed sanitation to the Akiams in the folk and the earth to push in the gospel in sincerity and truth. Shalom.